Amidst Falcom's growing prominence with trails and east, one standout release is Tokyo Xanadu, a school-life action adventure from a long-running series that the developer has. Following its initial release on PS Vita, an enhanced re-released version called EX Plus was greeted on the PlayStation 4 and eventually released on PC. Now, the West is finally seeing the underrated entry on the Switch in a new native port. Besides the apparent boon of becoming available to new fans, this latest release also boasts a brand new English localization, which is rather unprecedented, especially given the large-scale word counts of Falcom's narrative-heavy endeavors. This development alone welcomed a replay alongside simply wanting to release my thoughts on this overlooked gem.
それじゃこの英文とその訳をせっかくだからヒイラギ。
はい。If my wish comes true, I want to become a bird. Even if I lose everything else someday.
Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus takes place in the fictional Tokyo locale of Morimiya, where a decade ago a large-scale earthquake took place. Life has been progressing rather typically, including for the life of Ku Tokisaka, a seemingly aloof high schooler who is a part-time workaholic. Ku's life shifts significantly when a chance meeting with a classmate Asuka Hiragi introduces him to what is known as the Other Worlds, the ellipses within, and the monsters known as greed. Despite Asuka's reluctance, Ku and the other awaken to their soul devices, confronting their inner strife. The mysteries of the decade-old earthquake and the secret societies combating the eclipses and greed establish a genuine history throughout this world. However, the cast takes center stage. Despite the setting's distinction, the story structure and handling of the Tokyo Xanadu cast are similar to select entries of the Trails series, with several chapters used as introductions or deep dives into new party members and optional bonding events for added endearment. This makes Tokyo Xanadu feel like a Lost Trails game, lacking much of its own identity. Tokyo Xanadu thrives in the gameplay department though. Players traverse eclipses, which are mini dungeons filled with greed and various platforming challenges. Combat and exploration are at the heart of progression, with fights comprising 3 selected party members, yet one is only playable at any given time. Each character has a soul device with recommended builds and traits that elevate them to specific roles. The action systems aren't revolutionary, but they showcase the game's best traits thanks to the stellar sound design and individualistic character weight that's terrific. Character customization enhances the gameplay with soul devices functioning similar to orbments from Trails series. Master cores and elements can be slotted in, providing stat boosts. While the slice of life aspects fall short, the combat systems shine. Coupled with higher difficulty levels, replaying eclipses and implementing the best party setups make progression a constant fulfilling affair. Impressively, the port doesn't diminish these strengths. Tokyo Xanadu on Switch is one of the best ports I've ever experienced, with smooth frame rates both docked and handheld. This platform has always been a gamble with its ports, so it was worth celebrating when it's pulled off well. The port also features a plethora of free DLC, including outfits and items. Now, the new localization does a robust job of communicating subtleties in its narrative circumstances, character traits, and exchanges, clearly improving over the original. However, it won't wholly redefine your conception about the narrative, setting, and characters if you've played a previous version. At most, you'll have an enhanced appreciation for select events and relationships. Replaying Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus was a treat, especially with its improved localization and spectacular Switch port. Besides the epilogue, the cast and narrative didn't compel me strongly, but the gameplay systems and overall progression are addictively fulfilling in that characteristic Falcom flair. If you've never experienced Tokyo Xanadu, this port is the best way to do it. Think of it as an overlooked action gem for the Switch's twilight years. Noisy Pixel is giving Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus on Nintendo's Switch a 7.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching. This video is brought to you by our supporters on Patreon. Noisy Pixel is run by a group of gamers providing independent gaming coverage through news, reviews, previews, and more. Check out our Patreon to help support our continued growth and subscribe to keep up with all our future content.
Noisy Pixel.